Hello everyone, we finally have the Blender 3D version 5.0.0 in hand. In today's video, I'm going to show you all the software's new features and the new resources I'm loving. I'm really loving the new features and the infinite number of new possibilities that Blender allows. I truly love the new things they added and others that were fixed. Let's start with my favorite. Finally, the Blender sky was completely redone and it turned out absolutely beautiful. I truly love this new sky. It's realistic and very pretty. Congratulations to the Blender team. The old sky was often a bit blown out and strange. It's not that it wasn't beautiful, I genuinely loved it. But this new sky is now so beautiful. It's blue and very cool. I truly love it. My sincere suggestion to the Blender team. I really think they could natively add a way to automatically generate volumetric clouds throughout the scene sky. I know there are ways to do this, but I find it a bit difficult. That's just my opinion. Sculpting and painting workflow revolution. One of the most frustrating aspects of the previous Blender version was the process for sculpting terrains, working with 2D drawings, grease pencil, and several other issues in texture painting workflows. It was truly awful. In the old version, you needed to have an asset already saved in the gallery just to activate the sculpting and painting modes, not to mention the performance hit on my modest PC every time I tried to use them. But they have finally reversed course. In the new Blender 5.0, you can simply select and drag to create your terrains and drawings exactly the way you want. Thank you, Blender! I actually had to use the old version's cumbersome sculpting tool extensively for the Space Fox Christmas animation coming out at the end of the year, which caused me a lot of trouble since I didn't fully understand the complex workflow. I'm relieved that they have finally brought back the intuitive, direct mechanic we all missed. Screen effects and filters. The new version of Blender introduced even more screen effect and filter options for your animations. Honestly, I don't use these features much myself, but I am certain many of you will find them surprisingly useful. The new filters now include vignettes and several other resources that I will be demonstrating right now. I have actually worked with a few of these in non-video projects, and they are genuinely quite fun to use. Volume creation with geometry nodes. Speaking of my earlier suggestion for clouds, the Blender team actually answered our request in an indirect but extremely powerful way, with the update to geometry nodes. In version 5.0, we can now use these nodes to directly manipulate volumes, which is the foundation for creating realistic clouds, smoke, and fog. Previously, creating procedural volumes was complex and tedious, but now, with just a few clicks and a mesh to volume node, you can generate abstract clouds or volumetric terrain almost instantly. I'm still in the process of learning the full extent of this, but the promise of creating detailed, complex clouds without all the hassle is truly incredible. The extra shine, metallic iridescence, thin film. For our last major highlight, let's talk about how Cycles now handles metallic materials. The new 5.0 version has introduced the thin film option directly into the principal BSDF and the metallic BSDF shaders. What does this do? It simulates metallic iridescence. This is that subtle, rainbow-like effect you see on anodized metallic surfaces, such as certain titanium parts or on metals that have been heated, like a motorcycle exhaust, where oxidation creates a thin layer of color. Previously, achieving this look was extremely complicated and required complex node setups. Now you have new parameters for film thickness and index of refraction to simulate microscopic layers. This improves realism in a subtle but stunning way, and it's perfect for anyone doing product visualization. With just a few adjustments, you can add industrial-level realism to your metals. It's a small tweak, but with a massive visual impact. Cinematic Color Management, ACES. This new feature is aimed at those who take final render quality very seriously, color management. In the new 5.0 version, Blender now has native support for ACES, Academy Color Encoding System, which is the standard color system used across the film industry. This might sound very technical, but what it actually means is that you have access to richer colors, a wider gamut, and a much better dynamic range for your final renders. I personally always used a form of this in all my scenes, and now that it's natively improved, it's even better. If you feel your work always has colors that are slightly washed out or whites that are blown out, ACES offers a superior alternative to the old filmic setting that many professionals will love for achieving that cinematic look. Well everyone, that wraps up the highlights of the new Blender features for now. While there may be other small tweaks, I focused on demonstrating the ones that, in my opinion, are the most interesting and impactful. I am personally very excited to use all these new additions in future SpaceFox projects. If you enjoyed this overview, please share this video and subscribe to help me continue bringing you more content about this incredible software. I will see you all very soon.